Do you know what Unity software does? Do you truly understand the business and all different segments that they work in and the opportunities in front of them, the growth segments? Another question, do you own Unity software? If the answer is yes, you should know, what Unity does. But I'll tell you what, guys, I see way too much online. I see articles, I see social media, people talking about Unity, talking about, they just do software for developers to make video games. That's absolutely part of it, but they do so much more. They do things in augmented reality and virtual reality, and you think of gaming, right? You think of AR, VR, putting on a headset, playing a game. But they're using AR and VR for real world business type experiences with companies like Lockheed Martin, working with the government and with the military. And there's so many different things that you can do with AR and VR. And as that technology increases, the utilization is going to be even more powerful. So for Unity software, they are very diverse. It's about AR and VR, but so much more. And what I want to do in this video is two things. So I'm going to do a quick recap of the earnings. They reported earnings last week. They had a nice earnings report. But most importantly, I want to give you an update on the business and help people understand what Unity software is all about. You're going to want to see this one. Stay tuned. Okay, first, guys, we are going to look at Unity software. This is the second quarter 2021 financial results. Q2 revenue up 48%, exceeding expectations, and they raised guidance again. So Unity software, the world's leading platform for creating and operating interactive, real-time 3D, they call it RT 3D content, today announced second quarter 2021 revenue. This is from August 10th, 2021. So revenue, $273.6 million, up 48%. This marks the 11th consecutive quarter of 30% or greater growth as the company crosses $1 billion in annual revenue run rate. So a quote from the CEO, at Unity, our goal is to provide creators with the best tools to succeed as RT 3D creators. And most people, again, just think of video games. Listen to this quote, guys. Unity is designed to enable creators to build anything digital and to instantly deploy their work across dozens of platform types and devices, which is to make participating in building the metaverse accessible to all creators. So if you follow the channel, you've seen the other Unity videos on Fired Up Wealth. If not, subscribe, check out the channel. They have different pillars. They've got create solutions, operate solutions, and strategic partnerships and other revenue, okay? So you can see the numbers, 72.4 million, 182.9 million, and 18.3 million respectively. That's an increase of 31%, 63%, and 9%. So I want to focus on this operate solutions 63% growth. Okay, that's going to be important later in the video. Loss from operations is 149.2 million or 55% of revenue compared to a loss of 24.8 or 13% revenue. So that is significant, right? They're making some investments in R&D and some other areas, and they're spending some money. You can see everything in your screen. I'm not going to read through all this. I'm going to go through some other highlights. So this one's important. Dollar-based net expansion rate as of June 30th, 2021 was 142%. As compared to 142% last year in June. So it's the same, but that number is actually really good, so it's important to note. This video is focused on this part right here because this is gonna be important for the acceleration of growth at Unity. Very similar when you think of Palantir, how they're trying to expand outside of government and federal work to commercial. It's kind of the same, but different, kind of not really. But Unity is trying to get outside of gaming and use their platforms in other industries. So Unity continues to increase momentum in non-gaming industries. In the second quarter of 2021, Unity added 3 new automotive manufacturers. You might look at that and say, well, I didn't even know they worked with automotive, right? And we're gonna go on the website and look at all different areas. You're gonna be surprised at all the different areas, industries, and segments that these guys actually touch. Also began to work with several consumer product brands, including an eyewear manufacturer and retailer. What is that all about, right? And an appliance manufacturer. Why would Unity be working with an eyewear manufacturer and an appliance manufacturer? Stay tuned to find out on that. Additionally, Unity is getting traction in new markets, including a new contract with the Nature Conservancy to utilize RT 3D digital technologies to convey information about water usage in New York State. So wait a minute, this is kind of getting into like analytics now? Hold on, wait. I mean, this is something that, maybe you don't know much about. You just think of Unity software as, oh, they help indie game developers make games and mobile apps. It's a lot more than that, and that's why we're making this video today. The Nature Conservancy is a global environment nonprofit with over 1 million members and a diverse staff of over 400 scientists, making them one of the most effective and wide-reaching environmental organizations in the world, and they're utilizing Unity. So Unity also introduced their first ever sustainability grant, as you can see on your screen here. They also announced a couple of really interesting acquisitions. Now, you see this word metaverse. If you follow Fired Up Wealth, you know there's another company that I talk about that talks about metaverse. And so they've got these two companies they've acquired, and it's really going to help with that whole metaverse type environment. The acquisition means professional creators can more easily and quickly import 3D data into Unity and optimize models for real-time development. So they're trying to make this easier for creators, make it simpler for them to actually create more content, more games. Now, this is really interesting. Unity released synthetic data sets for reduced AI training time and budgets. So now we're talking about AI and we're talking about training. That's something that most people don't really think of Unity about at first, right? You probably that's not the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Unity. Unity announced the Unity computer vision data sets in April 2021, aimed at reducing the cost of developing computer vision applications and more quickly training artificial intelligence or AI for manufacturing, retail, and security industries. Well, this is really interesting. Now, I recently did a patron-only top 25 high conviction stock pick video and list. And I broke down each of these 25 stocks. There's actually 29 stocks on here. There's 4 bonus picks. I break each down granularly by risk score, management score, growth score, and so on to let you know why they're in my portfolio. Because part of my job once I have millions is capital preservation, making sure I don't lose the money that I've worked so hard to gain. And so I might invest in a stock like, an Amazon because I think it's a safe stock. It might not give me hyper growth, but I think it's gonna be worth a lot more in 5 or 10 years. So Unity Software is one of the top 25. It's on that list. If you wanna see the entire list in the video, you can subscribe to Patreon. Any Patreon tier will get you access to that entire list, as well as a 30-minute video of me breaking down all these stock picks and why I own them. So check out Fired Up Wealth Patreon to get access to that. So if you go to Unity's homepage, it's their website, leading platform for creating interactive real-time content, build 2D, 3D, and VR games and apps at speed. But here's what I want to focus on today. We already know about the games, right? So here's all their products. You can see Unity Pro, you can see Enterprise, Ads, Mars. There's a lot going on with this whole metaverse type product, Unity, right? Solutions, games. Okay, we know about games, grow, engage, monetize. But now you've got automotive, transportation, and manufacturing, film, animation, and cinematics, architecture, engineering, and construction, government and aerospace, what's going on, gambling, accelerate solutions, verified solutions partners, and then case studies. So let's just go to case studies and see what they have going on case studies. So you can see there's a bunch of them on here, Last Day on Earth, there's a ton of them, right? Now I want to go into the industries. So if you look at, so this is consoles and PC, mobile, VR, you can see there's a ton of them, right? So let's go into architecture, engineering, and construction, okay? So now you can see this is architecture, engineering, construction. We got automotive, transport. So Audi's on here, BMW, Honda, some really big names, Lexus. Let's just go to Audi and see what we've got. Audi discusses AR and VR projects that have succeeded and failed, including applications used by dealership to get customers in their ideal car and logistics training apps for their employees. VR and AR solutions from the Audi production lab using Unity. Okay, this is pretty cool stuff, right? What other areas? Let's look at some other areas. So this is what I want to look at right here. Government and aerospace. Explore Unity's simulation and training solutions for data visualization, 3D simulation, AI and machine learning training, and extended reality, so AR, VR, and MR. So top uses of Unity solutions in this government space, government and aerospace. So you got simulation and training, modeling and design visualization, artificial intelligence and machine learning, digital twins, synthetic environment creation and rendering, guided manufacturing, maintenance, and repair. Why Unity? Number one for AR and VR, industry-leading multi-platform support, 1.5 million monthly active creators. So this is interesting. Case studies, they've got Lockheed Martin, virtual simulations and modeling. Lockheed Martin leverages Unity to reduce physical prototyping and testing, saving millions of dollars by discovering and dissolving issues much earlier in development. And you can see there's another one here talking about the U.S. Air Force has seen significant improvements in training results on maintenance and repair tasks using mixed reality. So using augmented reality for on-the-job training. Okay, so they're using AR, VR, and mixed reality solutions or XR solutions for manufacturing, transportation, and government industries. I mean, this is really interesting stuff. So the results: reduce skills gap, improve productivity, fewer errors, and so on. And you can really go on their website, guys, and you can dig into this. There's just a million different things that you can do with Unity's tools and software. It's pretty impressive stuff. So this is really cool stuff here, guys. I mean, we got some mechanical repairs who we're working on. And this software, he's wearing these goggles. It's actually telling him if he's doing it right or wrong. It's basically going through and giving him instructions of what to do step by step. And it's really cool stuff, this augmented reality. All he has to do is simply follow the instructions that are provided on his screen when he's looking through those glasses. So this is really powerful stuff. You think about all the applications this can be used in. You think of, we've got so many jobs that are being opened when you think of manufacturing, and just the training is never good. I used to do software and software related training, and training is just never a focus. And people train, that they learn differently now. And you think of training, you think generally people, old school training, right? You sit in a book, you read a book, you sit in a classroom. People don't have the attention spans. They're much more hands-on. This stuff makes a lot of sense for like the next generation to train them. And it's going to help save errors because you're not going to memorize everything you learn in the classroom. This is giving you hands-on experience, and it's basically giving you more confidence because you have this kind of safety net behind you that's going to show if you're doing it right or wrong. So I think this is really cool stuff. I think it can be used in a lot of different use cases, a lot of different industries, and so on. So gambling, this is something you would never think about. You think of gambling, you're not thinking about Unity. Level up your real money gaming experiences. Make it more lifelike, 3D. Here's a little video we'll watch. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You think of how popular this is. You think of companies like DraftKings that are expanding more and more. People can make games. You think of even like Skills. You think of Skills, the company Skills. You can use Unity's software to make games on those platforms and actually make money. So it's really cool stuff. I mean, this is just another example of how you can use Unity's platform for different industries. This Unity Mars is really cool too. Build intelligent AR applications. So Unity Mars brings environment and sensor data into the creative workflow so you can build intelligent AR apps that are context aware and responsive to physical space, working in any location with any kind of data. Professional grade workflows for AR development, capture real-time data on your mobile device, and so on. But I mean, you guys can see there's just a lot of different cool stuff that they're working on. Another cool video here just kind of showing you Unity Mars. I think it looks pretty cool. Create powerful mixed and augmented reality experiences. This gives you a good snapshot of how powerful it can be and what you can do with the tools. But yeah, man, this is cool stuff. You think of AR and VR, and I've said for a while, people are like, why do you like Unity? Their games aren't that great. Wait for Epic Games. For me, Unity, I like the gaming part of it, of course. And you think of, out of the top 1,000 games, like 60% of them or something like that are built on Unity. But they're more mobile and indie type applications. It's not the high quality kind of graphics you get from Epic, right? But when you think of what Unity's doing with like Mars on your screen here and all the different applications they can use for AR, VR, Unity for me is about the AR and VR, and that's why it's in my portfolio. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please hit subscribe. Next, I'm going to actually give you some thoughts on the stock and what I'm going to do with the stock long term. Please do hit the like button, drop a comment. It helps the algorithm. It helps me out a lot. so I can keep making these videos. I release new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. I've been doing it for a while. I'm going to keep doing that as long as you guys are watching and I'm getting support from the community. So I appreciate your support, guys. So as far as Unity goes, I kind of shared in the video, why I have it in the portfolio, right? I have it for AR and VR, and it's part of my gaming metaverse 2.0 portfolio, or bucket or pillar in my portfolio. I'm long on Unity. I'm going to hold this one for probably 5-10 years. It is an expensive stock, like a lot of high quality stocks. It's really a unique company. It's very unique in the sense that they're doing lots of different things. They really are the leader in AR and VR. And, they're starting to really expand that footprint outside of gaming. Gaming, like I said earlier, it's over 50% of the top 1,000 games are actually made by Unity. They're focused more on the mobile and the indie, sometimes lesser quality graphics, because there's more independent video game creators, indie makers, and so on. So I'm long Unity. At this point, you've had a lot of opportunity to add it. It was below $100 for a long time. This thing ran up to like $170, pulled back to $85. It's been all over the place in 2021. It was an IPO in 2020. And basically, it's made this run up and this pull back. At these levels, the stock is probably still attractive for a long-term investor to kind of nibble and dollar cost in. So Unity Software, guys, I'm long. I think the hyper growth is kind of gone. I mean, this company's been around for a while. With that said, it has really solid growth. And I think you might actually see an acceleration outside of the gaming segment, more in that operate type pillar that they're involved in. So I'm long on the stock, excited about their future. There's going to be ups and downs. It's going to be volatile. It's an expensive stock, but I'm holding this baby long. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your time and attention. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.